My favourite way of understanding and really getting to these chords is using the circle of thirds. Now, if you've seen the circle of thirds, then you'll know that I use a mnemonic. We're going to take the first letter of that mnemonic, there, like that, and that's our sequence. We can use it for all keys, but because we've got this sharp here, we have to add it on this. So we have to remember that that is where the sharp lives. Every good band deserves fans and cash. So because that's the case, that's going to be my F sharp. I'm just using that mnemonic. Make your own mnemonic up. As long as it makes sense to you, that's all you need to know. This is a circle of thirds. It allows you to spell what I call the full chord. Every chord that we can play triads. That's what we're going to play most of the time. We play triads, 3 notes. But if we want to make them sound a bit spicy, we add the 7th. But if we keep on going through the sequence, we can add interesting notes like 9ths, 11ths and 13ths. And I've done lessons on this, guys. So if you don't know that stuff and you're thinking, what the hell is Ricky talking about? You probably need to go to the Circle of Thirds video, because this is really, really important stuff, okay? My goal with this today is I'm going to show you some shapes. You in no way need to understand the names of these shapes, because we're going to follow the map. I'll explain the map in a bit. But wouldn't it be nice to know what chord it is that you're playing? That's why I'm tying this in here, guys. So, cycle of thirds. This is the key of G. I'm going to put this in here. That's my key. That's the root note for chord 1 in the key of G. I've put this stuff here as well so that you can see how this works. If you've seen the circle of thirds lesson, then you will know what this is. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to explain how it works. If we take the G and we just follow the sequence and we go, good band deserves fans and cash every. So I go like this, good band deserves fans and cash every. Now, what have I missed off, guys? Remember, this is the key of G. What defines the key of G? The sharp, F sharp. That's important, guys. So the F sharp that we had there, we need to put that into the equation here so we can see what notes we are going to get. What the circle of thirds does is it jumps over in the tertian movement that chords are formed. Now I have everything I need to understand and express the full chords in the key of G. And it's easy because the Roman numerals are telling me for chord 1, the notes are going to be G is the root note, B is the 3rd, and D is the 5th. Does that make sense? And if I wanted to be clever, I could add that F sharp, and I could see that F sharp is going to be my 7th. So I've got root, 3rd, 5th, 7th. It's a really cool way for helping you to spell out those chords there. Now, because we've got those notes, we need to be able to put those notes on the guitar. So we've got all those notes. Those are the same notes. But what I've done is I've identified them on the fretboard. And look at the Fs. They're all sharp. F sharps. I've modified them. And so essentially what we have is the scale for G major here. Even though it starts on the open E string, really it's coming from here. So we can think of that as the 6th note, that's the 7th note, and that's the root note, that's the 1st note, okay? So if I play those, I get this: E, F sharp, G. Say it as you play it, and this is just reinforcing. So E, F sharp, which is the 7th note, there's my root note. So that's the G. My A is the open A string. We get a B here at the 2nd fret of the A string. Get the C here at the 3rd fret, right? We get the D here at this open string. We get the E here. We get the F sharp here. We get the G here again. So we've gone up a full octave on that G there. That's a full octave, and the whole thing starts again. A is there. Now watch this, guys. I know I've put a B here at the 4th fret, but we want to be able to see that because that one, that fretted B on the G string, yeah, and the open B string are the same note, but the timbre of the string is different. Yeah, so that's the same, should be the same note. It sounds slightly out of tune to me, that now. Right, so that's a B and that's a B. Now that's useful because you can substitute your B's there. And then the C here, and then we get the D here, we get the open E, we got the F sharp, and we get the G. This helps us to spell out the whole of the G major scale. So I can go like this. So I've gone up 2 octaves there. That's the home chord. Now, we need to understand this concept, and this is why I call this the Temple of Doom, the Indiana Jones Temple of Doom idea.